This video will explore some little known shortcuts in Canva. The first round of shortcuts we're going to discuss are ones that you could use as the designer to make your life simpler and save yourself time. The second round, we're going to look at our Canva magic shortcuts, which are secret little known shortcuts that you can use when you're in presentation mode. And the way that this fits into this week is just in terms of thinking of UDL. It increases engagement for students and can kind of help reduce some barriers for students who are viewing your presentation. So let's look first at our keyboard shortcuts. And I'm just going to demonstrate these by hitting the letter T just on your keyboard. You instantly add a text box that you can then double click on and edit and just type into it. It will add the text box in the font that is currently being used in the slide. And I'm going to undo that to show you the next one. The letter R, just type the letter R on your keyboard and automatically you have a rectangular shape or a square. If you type inside this square, you have a text box. You can also edit this text. You can change the color here by clicking on the shape and the color icon here. You can change the color of your shape. Letter L is also a cool one. Just hit the letter L on your keyboard and it instantaneously adds a line to your presentation, which you can then edit. You can change your line style. So they have several dashed options. If you want rounded endpoints, you can select that. You can also adjust your line weight and thickness. If you would like to make an arrow, you can choose the arrowhead here on both sides if you would like. And again, that was just letter L. I'm going to delete that. Letter C will add a circle. And again, you can type into that circle, change the font of the size of that font, the style of that font, the color, and the color of the shape. So just some simple shortcuts to make your life a little bit easier. Kind of easy to remember as well. It's just typing that one letter. Here are some alignment shortcuts to help you. If you are aligning text, Control-Shift-C will center align your text. Control-Shift-L will left align your text, and Control-Shift-Right will right align your text. Now on to some of the secret shortcuts that you can use in presentation mode. So to use these, I'm actually going to put my presentation here into present mode. And while I'm in present mode, I can just hit these buttons to create some fun, engaging presentation aspects for your students. So letter B will blur the current slide. C, add a confetti rain. D, will add a drum roll animation. Hitting the letter M will add a mic drop. And O will add some floating bubbles. Q will have our little quiet emoji. U will be a curtain call. Hit U again to open the curtains. This one I love and is super helpful. You can hit any number on your keyboard, 0 to 9, for a timer. So for instance, if I want a 4-minute timer, I just hit the number 4. And you can actually add music to this. So if you're going to YouTube looking for a timer when you're in your Google Slides presentation, or if you have timers built in that pull from YouTube, this would be an alternative. So you wouldn't have to put that YouTube video into your Canva. You could just use the Canva timer. So if I go to, let me click here on music. Actually, I'll turn the volume up and then go to select music. There are a couple of choices here. If I go to focus and then I start my timer, If I need to add time to my timer, I can. Subtract time there. If I want to pause my timer to talk to my students, I can do that. I can also reset the timer to 4 minutes if I need to. If you are wanting to mute your music at any time, you just click here on my little speaker. And if you would like to view any of these shortcuts, if you hit on your keyboard shift and slash or shift and question mark, your magic shortcuts come up just as a reminder. So those are just a few of the shortcuts that are available to you and your students while in Canva. Just wanted to introduce them to you to add another level of engagement for your presentations. Also, adding that timer to kind of keep your students on track and to save you time while working in Canva.